Hey loves, so today I'm back to do a review and styling of these clip-in extensions. I got these clip-in extensions from Owigs.com, and as you can see, these are a red ombre. They go from about a 1B all the way down to a bright red. And I absolutely love the tone of red that is in these extensions. As you can see, once again, these aren't the thickest extensions you can get. They aren't that thick at all. I have never even worn these extensions like completely down. My favorite way to wear these extensions are in a side ponytail. I also wear them in a fish braid, and then I also wear them in a high bun. Those are my favorite styles, so those are the styles I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. And as you can see, there's no shedding, there's no tangling, and I've had them for 2 months and they are still like brand new. So let me get started on the styles that I wear most often. So for my side ponytail, what I do is I stack my extensions up in the back from about my ear down. I just stack them up, and then of course I just put the ponytail to the side. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I kind of work my way up from the bottom of my hairline, start extensions from down here, and then kind of work my way up to about right here, and then I stop and I just keep stacking them just within this area of my head. So for the bottom part, I'm just going to put in one of these small wefts and clip it in. Then I'm gonna take another one of these small one clip wefts and clip another one in right on top of that. And then you can style the front of your hair any way that you would like. I prefer to do a side part and then bring it down to the side. Oh my god, y'all, I'm so sick. But anyways, so this is what it looks like in the side ponytail, and of course your look won't be finished without some big earrings and stuff like that. So I definitely put on bigger earrings for a look like this just to kind of finish it off. And of course you can leave it just like this so you can see the cascading color. And then of course you don't have to leave it like this. You can definitely do your side fishtail braid, but I do love it like this, and I do wear it like this often. I just put on some bigger earrings just to kind of finish the look. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my fishtail braid. It is so freaking easy. I never realized how easy a fishtail braid was. So basically for a fishtail braid, all you have to do is break your ponytail into 2 sections. 2 even sections. And once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So you start off with a piece from the right section, not a huge piece, and you bring it over to the left section. And then you repeat that on the left section. You get a small piece from the left section, and you bring that over to the right section. Then you go back to the right section, get a small piece, bring that over to the left section, and make sure you always keep the 2 sides apart. When you do the left section, get a small piece from the left section, bring that over to the right section, and you basically just continue going back and forth from the right to the left, and then from the left to the right, and you just continue that back and forth. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory and easy, so I'm going to start fast forwarding the video because I don't want this video to be too long. But it's basically just going back and forth. And I try to keep the braid pretty tight at first. I mean, at the end, you will end up loosening it up. But I start off with the fishtail braid fairly tight. I tend to not braid it all the way down. What I like to do is leave a little bit of the bottom part loose and then curl it or whatever, or you can just leave it straight, but I don't tend to braid it all the way down. And I know down here is probably a little confusing if you're still watching, because I'm doing it fairly quickly. And then typically I just curl the bottom part that I left loose. All you have to do now is just loosen it up, make it look a little fatter. And of course, if you want a thicker braid or a thicker ponytail, all you have to do is buy another pack of hair. And then the awesome part is Owigs isn't like a super, they don't sell super expensive hair as far as cost, so you won't be breaking the bank when you try to order 2 packs. But I know most people do use 2 packs of hair. So now I'm going to get started with my high bun. Basically what I'm going to do with these extensions is I'm going to put them upside down. So instead of me putting it in this way on my head, I'm going to put it in this way. I'm going to clip it in this way on my head so that it can go into a high ponytail. I'm also going to keep the clip-in extensions pretty much around this part of my head. I don't want them too low because I don't want them to show when I put them in the high ponytail, and I also don't want them, you know, too high. I don't want them on this part of my head, so they're gonna stay about in this region of my head. So like I said, I'm putting them upside down. So let's get started. I want to start my first part kind of in the lower middle part of my head, just so that these extensions don't show in the back. And my hair is freshly permed. I might have said that before, so my hair is very fine right now. And So yeah, it's freshly permed, fairly fine, and I don't want any of the clip-ins to show. So I'm putting them upside down in the back of my head. Great thing is, I'm gonna use this for my high bun, and the great thing is you don't even need like a ton of hair to do the high bun, so you really don't even need to put in all your extensions. If you get a thick fat one like this, I got this from eBay. You can just, I mean, you honestly don't need extensions, but of course the extensions will just make it a little thicker. But with this, I mean, it has, this is the shape it's basically gonna be in. So even if you don't have a lot of hair, because this is thick and fat and just huge, your bun's gonna be huge no matter what, regardless of how much hair you have. What you do need to make sure of though, is that you're able to cover this whole piece right here. It is black and you can get it the color of your hair, so it will blend in even if like a part of it shows, but still you want to put in enough extensions. You want to put in enough extensions just so that it covers this. Everything. Of course, if you want, you can tease it out a bit and wear it just like this in a high ponytail, but I've never done that. Anyways, I'm going to put my bun maker on my bun, on my ponytail. And so I just put it through like that, and then I bring it up. And this is the way to do it so that you don't show the ombre ends, just in case you want to go for a look that doesn't include having red hair. And as I bring down the bun maker, I kind of spread the hair around it a little bit as I bring it down. Just keep making it a little bigger.